This week we started the second half of the marathon training. The first run this week was a tempo run. I enjoyed it. I'll update on the exact times, and then an interval run on Wednesday. I've pushed all of my days back, so quite compressed this week because I'm going away. So I finished last week on Sunday and started this week on Monday. The tempo run on Monday, another run on Wednesday, which is an interval, and then Thursday I did an easy run with Kelly. I'm just walking up the hill to start a long 19-mile run at easy pace. I'm going to go along the marathon route again. Quite daunted by this one, to be honest, but it's a lot flatter than the last 17-mile one. Last Saturday's long run felt good, even though I did add some hills to it, so yeah, hopefully this goes well. I'm not starting exactly at the start of the marathon, but I'm starting at the top of the hill because I didn't want an extra hill in my run. I thought it was a good warm-up. Yeah, hopefully take it easy today, get the 19 miles done, and yeah, I'll update you at the end. I'm almost 11 miles in, so over halfway now. Just at Surrey Quays. I thought I'd give a quick update. I'm feeling good. I've kept about a 10-minute, 15-mile pace. But I've noticed as I've got here, I just slowly started drifting to a bit faster, to about 9 minutes 40. So I'm feeling comfortable, but I think I'm going to try and slow that down a tad. Although, I do feel like I'm in that flow state that people talk about, where your legs are just cycling. I don't want to disturb my rhythm, so we'll see how I feel. Currently feeling good though. Got just over 8 miles to go, so yeah, see you at the end. Okay, just hit 17 miles, which is the longest run I've done in a while, because the New Forest run I stopped to walk quite a bit and I haven't today. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in because this is usually, in my mind, the hardest mile of any run is the second to last mile, the 18th mile in this case. Starting to feel a bit heavy, but we're nearly home, so that's good. Hello. So I just made it home. The last 2 miles felt like they went on forever, but got it done. I definitely feel like those are the times when you're actually building endurance and building strength, and yeah, you can feel it, but I feel good for it. Legs got a bit heavy around about 15 miles, but I had a gel on it, sort of gave me a bit more energy. I managed to maintain pretty good pace throughout though, so I'm quite pleased with that. Apart from the last mile, I had to go through the tunnel and I just couldn't bring myself to run up the stairs, so I walked to that. Slowed me down a bit, but I think the hardest thing with those sort of distance runs for me anyway is not that I can't do it, and yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable, but it's just the time on your feet. Especially today, I'm going away snowboarding for a week tomorrow, so I've got stuff to do, like finish packing and getting myself ready. So yeah, when you've not got like a full day, you feel like the time constraint of it. Didn't wake up that early as well. I think you push that too. You push the comfort of distance and time as you go, but yeah, dipping into the 3-hour territory does start to feel a bit long. But then a 2-hour run felt a bit long when I was doing that in the first half of my training. So again, around mile 15, I hit what I like to call the talking to myself stage. I had to stop my music and just tell myself to keep going and really focus on the running. And sometimes, like on my bigger runs and probably on the marathon day, I won't listen to any music or audio books. I also think that listening to, I listened to almost 2.5 hours of audiobooks in one hit, which is quite a lot for anyone. And I can't run to music because it makes my pacing go weird, so yeah, audiobooks it is. Anyway, yeah, compressed week. I felt like it was a lot of miles in not as many days as normal, but I've got a couple of days rest. I think when I'm away I'm going to try and keep the running up. We'll see how much the snowboarding takes out of me, but there's a sports centre. We're going into Salsdelu in Italy, so I'm going to try and do my runs on a treadmill because I don't think I fancy doing mountain running unless there's a long flat piste or something I can run along. Took my running spikes with me, so we'll give it a go. We'll see what we end up with. But yeah, I'm assuming to be running on treadmill. So yeah, I'll see you in Italy.
Good morning. On my snowboarding holiday. Doing a 5-mile easy run this morning, trying to figure out a flattish route in a mountain town. It's quite hard. Yeah, I'm not feeling amazing this morning. I woke up, didn't get enough sleep. I've been having a few drinks as well, as you do in the mountains. I think I may have messed up. Well, I tried to add a holiday to Runner. They seem to have changed it, but I can't figure out how to delete it. I moved my runs around, so today is my easier run. There was a tempo run scheduled today, but I just really didn't feel it, and I figured I should see if I can even run at this. We're at 1500 metres, which isn't massively high, but it's higher than I'm used to. So giving that a go, and yeah, see how I get on. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my plan, but you know, I might have to call in some of the other runs this week if I find it too difficult. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to set up Runner to fix those issues. So with the holiday, we'll figure it out. But yeah, trying to get it done. The visibility is not the most amazing today, but yeah, the views have been spectacular. Look at this. So did 3 miles. It's just really hard in the mountains. The uphill was just killing me, so I'm going to have to find a treadmill for the next one. But I got a bit of it done. I feel like, even though it's meant to be a 5-mile easy run, it was a 3-mile hard run. So hopefully it doesn't mess with my runner too much. But got it done, and I think it's better than nothing. So yeah, I tried. Hopefully it doesn't affect my marathon time too much, but we'll see. And yeah, even though I didn't finish the distance, I do have a full day of snowboarding in front of me, so I don't want to knacker myself either. I think I can be happy with a 5k in the mountains, you know, so yeah. Hello, I'm back in sunny London doing my tempo run this week. Didn't manage to get all my runs last week because of snowboarding, so let's see how this goes. Hopefully won't be too much of a regression, so we'll see. Glorious weather. Just on the walking section of my tempo run. The 2 miles was hard. I beat my times though. Yeah, I needed a break, but I think legs feel pretty good, and yeah, I think I just need to get back into a couple more runs under my belt. I've got the 22 mile on Saturday, and I'll feel better for it. So yeah, a couple of longer runs coming up, and yeah, feeling alright. Daffodils are out, let's definitely get into spring.
Hello, back in the trusty kitchen. So it's 4.2 miles with 2 miles at 8 minutes 30 in the middle, which was quite hard going, but I managed it. Didn't feel too bad afterwards. I think in the interval walk I said that the legs felt alright. When I started up again, they did feel a little bit heavy, but I did do some a little bit of a body weight workout yesterday with some squats and some bridges, so the legs are a little bit sore today, a bit heavy, but yeah, all in all pretty good going. Hopefully haven't lost too much by missing a week. You know, I was snowboarding the whole time, which isn't just, you know, sitting around on my arse, so it was good. And yeah, here's hoping that the other runs this week are just as good.
Good morning. It's Saturday 21st of March. We're just over a month away from the marathon, and I think this is the longest run of the training plan. 22 miles. It's a nice cool morning. So we get on. I'm running the marathon route again, as much training as I can get on this route, the better. I might be a little bit of route finding when I get back to Canary Wharf, because I haven't got that far before. So yeah, it goes a bit wiggly through the back roads around there, so we'll see how we get on. But yeah, looking forward to it. I didn't start the marathon course, started from home, so I've done a couple of extra miles. I probably will do one of the longer runs towards the end from the start point again, just to get the feeling off to a great start. I absolutely just stacked it on the curb. Couldn't run it out, had to roll it out. I'm okay though. Maybe grazed my palm slightly. Nothing too bad. Just couldn't get myself back up. Kicked my toe. Yeah, annoying because we're only less than a mile in. Hopefully it doesn't affect the rest of the run. I'm hoping that I'll run it off and I'll feel fine in a little while. So yeah, anyway, carry on. I'm halfway through. I'm at Surrey Quays. It's not been hard, but the thought of doing it again now is sort of sickening, but I've got to get it done. When I fell over, I lost a gel, which is annoying. I only realised just now, so I've only got one left, which isn't good to ration, so I'm going to take it shortly. I feel like it will be better to dig deeper in the last couple of miles than earlier on, so we're going to have that in a second. That is 22 miles done. That was hard. The last 2 miles felt like forever. The last 8 miles felt even longer. So there you go. As you can hear, I did it in 3 hours, 50 minutes and 48 seconds. I hope that I can go faster for the actual marathon. The last mile I was pushing it, so I did have something in my legs still. Yeah, I guess I've also got 11 weeks of fatigue building up in me. Didn't do a long run last week, so that's probably, I'm feeling that. But yeah, I think that is the longest single run of the training plan. There's another 20 miler in 2 weeks, which will be hard, but I'm more prepared for it now. Could I finish the marathon today? Probably. If I had not pushed it at the end there, I'd have probably been able to carry on, but if you're going on my times at the moment, looking at 4.5 hours, which is respectable. If that's what I get on the day, I'll be happy, but we aim for the 4. As I said, I lost a gel halfway through, so I think my legs started feeling quite heavy, which didn't help. So yeah, definitely didn't fuel correctly for that. I think with some more actual carbs, not just a Lucozade Sport, we would have been a lot better. But yeah, anyway, successful run. Now going to go into a friend's house and eat lots of pizza. Good morning. I'm on my Sunday easy run after yesterday's 22 miles. Yeah, my legs are really heavy, aching all over. But once this run's done, a recovery week. I know I had a week off running snowboarding, which is also a recovery week-esque, would fit into the recovery week. Could be counted as another recovery week. I was snowboarding the whole time, so I wasn't exactly resting. So yeah, last effort this week, I think it ends up being 35 miles total, which is a mile sort of over the plan, and then a 20 mile week next week and a 36 mile week the week after, which I think is the peak week, so we're getting through it.
Hello, I am back in the kitchen after my 4.5 mile run. Absolutely spent. That was hard going. I think I totaled like 35.5 miles this week from 3 miles the week before. So definitely feeling it, looking forward to next week's break, but overall pleased to get the distances in. And yeah, like I feel like we're getting there now. I feel like the marathon distance is well within my grasp. It's all about time now, and time and managing energy levels throughout the run, trying not to bonk. But yeah, I'm feeling quietly confident, and I'm hoping that after the taper on race day I'll feel good. So yeah, we're getting there.
Hello, I am on my easy run. This week is recovery week, 4 miles easy. Trying to take it as slow as I can, but I have noticed that I've crept up in pace, so I'm just going to take the second half really slow, because this isn't a race, it's a workout. Yeah, on Tuesday I had a tempo run which was really good. It was 3.2 miles with a 2 mile block in the middle. That went really well. Pushed it a bit because it was only a short block, but I felt good for it. And yeah, this, as I said, recovery week. So Saturday, got a 10 mile long run, followed by I think another 4.5 mile run on Sundays. So yeah, it's all starting to come together a bit. We're only 5 weeks out, and one last really long run next week of 20 miles, and then taper starts from there. So yeah, feeling good, feeling like I might do it in my time at the moment, so that's a good feeling. So I've just hit the 3 mile mark, and my legs are feeling a little bit heavy today, even going slow, so I definitely think that the lower mileage this week will do me good. And yeah, next week obviously the bigger miles should feel easy again. Well, not easy, but easier. So looking forward to that. Good morning. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me because it's very windy. But I'm on my 10 mile easy run. I'm at my parents', so doing it in Dunstable. It's a bit more quiet, a bit more leafy than normal, and doing quite a flat run today, keeping it away from the downs and any trails. So, but yeah, I'm struggling to keep my pace low already. I'm only a mile in, so I need to really focus on that. It's really windy, it's quite cold, but it's all good. It's actually dry here for a change. It used to be really muddy, and in the winter can be quite slippy, so it's nice to be running hard ground. Hello, yeah, just over halfway through. Just had a gel. It was pretty much downhill all the way to that point, so now we'll see if I can keep up the pace. I think I will, but my heart rate will just be a bit higher, but hopefully the gel kicks in and gives me a boost of energy. I don't know if the video will show it, but it is ever so slightly uphill, but it's a long drawn out uphill. Okay, so I just did something maybe a little bit foolhardy, which was, I think, around my fastest 10k in only by 20 seconds or so, but for a easy training run, it's both good and bad. But yeah, I did keep it relatively easy the whole way, apart from the last mile of that 10k, so it's not been hard. But yeah, I'm struggling to keep my pace down today, and I am gonna, now I've done that, not worry about my time so much and keep it easy. So I am home now. Yeah, that was good. Did it in an hour 34. It's a bit faster than probably should have gone to keep it easy, but the the predicted time was an hour 30, between an hour 30 and an hour 40, so not too bad going. But yeah, I feel good for it. Probably some of my fastest times for that distance, so quite happy about that. And yeah, I've got a 4 miler tomorrow, easy run, which I will endeavour to actually run easy. The 4-hour marathon time may be in my grasp, it's feeling, so keep fingers crossed that training carries on the way it does.